Hey guys, good morning. Jimi Daodu here, founder and CEO of Voltail. We're live in London. We've gotten the whole UK team in London. The very first time we're meeting as a team, everyone getting to know each other. We're talking about the objectives of the company, where we're going next, our growth, our evolution within the Metaverse space, and as a company as a whole. It is really, really emotional for me to see that we've gone from a team of 6 this time last year to a team of 31. Really love the energy across the room, across the team. Awesome.
Hello, so this is the first time that the UK team is actually meeting after 1 year of working together. This is a very, very special day for us.
That you're trying to have. If you want to have an NFT project, I need these 7 items, grab me the ingredients, right? Blockchain network, the wallet, smart contract, metadata, which is the creative, NFT marketplace, which you're trying to build, because without you, nobody can trade. Well, I mean, they can trade it, but then they want to see the UI. That's why people like to have a marketplace. This is all about the user experience that we talk about. Customer portal, it doesn't mean the marketplace, 2 concepts, but nowadays marketplace will include the customer portal as well. And they will have this kind of your own page. They can just open it. They will have all the collections that they have been holding. Blockchain interface, something backend this guy's building, so it's a bit boring. I'm not going to go with it.
So Carlos and I are now looking around, what does it mean? What does vitality mean? What does play mean? What does romance mean? What does community mean? And how do we then transpose that top line into each of the districts to give them a look and a feel that makes it, when you're in there, feel like you're in romance? What do you hear? What do you see? What do you smell? What is the compelling narrative that sits around each of those districts to make you want to spend time there? Within each of those districts then, you've got 2 sets. You've got your sub-islands and what we're calling the neighborhood. And I'll ask Carlos just to talk around some of this in a minute at a high level. Your sub-islands, Carlos and I are looking at how we differentiate each of those sub-islands to actually start to add value to each of them. So if we want one of the sub-islands to be focused on creators, what does it mean to be a creator? Well, we're in a creative environment now, so how do we make a sub-island which encapsulates this feel that we have in this room now, community type thing? Whereas if we want something to be more towards content creators, or we want something to be more towards art galleries, for example, then what does the look and feel of that mean from a sub-island perspective?
Deploying the 22, how do we gear up to collect feedback from people that come into the early access, for example, and stuff like that. So that's where I want us to start getting at, but it's important to talk you guys through this as well. This will still shape up as time goes on, and the next set is cascading this down to the leadership team, so they could start working with their own teams to say, okay guys, this is a shared company objective. How do you contribute to this?
So normally you have 4 key features that 4 key factors that you think about. Well, I mean, people talk about scarcity. Really, nowadays, CryptoPunks, they have the predefined scarcity to you. I mentioned to you, if I mint this much thousand for this year, it's going to be this much this year. But there's so many projects, like my previous one is looking at binding the physical scarcity with a specific NFT that you're trying to mint. So if you have that diamond in real life, you only have that one freaking NFT in that smart contract, right? So I'm not going to go with smart contract or different blockchain, because if you own something in one smart contract, doesn't mean you own the same in another smart contract. So people can have another project, just like, sorry to say that, Voltail, they grab the exact same data, they make another smart contract, and then they deploy it to the same network. And then what a customer owns, your digital lands on your contract, doesn't mean they own the same with the fake one. But then you might be asking, what about the trust model right here? Like, who to trust for the customer? They trust the brand. That's why you have a logo. They trust the brand. When they go to the Block Explorer, which is how you see every transaction, they will know which smart contract is the one that they need to trust in, and which one is the real one to go forward with it. But obviously people won't check the Block Explorer. That's how all this kind of phishing attack is happening right here. But going back to the point, key factor will be the scarcity, the usability. NFT is not just about profile pic. It's not about only collectibles. there's so many use cases that people think about. When I own a piece of NFT, you're telling me this is a membership to a community. So I can, get access to different, community events all that based on the membership rank.
Is then how do we monitor the activity that people do in those things? So if we put, say, a telephone pole or a coffee shop or whatever in a location, how do we monitor the number of people that will go in there, and how do we then continually test that? So we're also looking around ML and AI as well. And if we put something here, then what's the cycle for actually making sure that we're getting good utility out of it? What about if we move it over there? What does that look like as well? So from a gameplay perspective and from an art perspective, you can see then how that fits into what we're doing. Then going up, how do we then articulate that narrative out to the world? So Jimmy and I, over the last couple of months, you may have seen some of the stuff on social media, have been spending lots of time talking around what does it mean to be human? How does human centricity work? How have we encapsulated that into the narrative of the organization? And therefore, how do we bring you into it?
Hi folks, it's Jimi Daodu here again, founder CEO of Voltail. We've just come out of a whole session day workshop with the team in the UK where we talked about capacity building, core strengths, which is a new type of training program where we get to understand what motivates us as a team, conflict resolution, and our key strengths. Awesome session facilitated by a HR colleague of ours from a previous role. We also went through Blockchain 101 from one of the head of technology at Clayton Layer 1, again giving us an in-depth understanding of blockchain and the capabilities, NFTs, Metaverse, and the space that we play in. I'm super grateful, super humble to be leading this team.
Maria, thank you for organising today. Without you, I don't think most of the stuff that Jimmy and I want to do would actually get done, so thank you from both Jimmy and myself. And then finally, we were going to do something about being a year old, but a year ago, Jimmy, sitting at a dining room table going, this is what Decentraland looks like, what do you think? To where we are today, I think is such an impressive growth for the company. We were talking the other day, we had an 18-month strategy, we hit that, about 6 months ago, right, for where we wanted to be. We're in a really good place. We've been blessed by all of you working with us, working for us. We've been blessed by people like Neo who are coming into the business and wanting to do partnerships and stuff with us as well. So also thank you for that. And that's kind of it.